Hello, everyone. Welcome to 100% Chelsea. Today, we are going to give you guys a match review of possibly one of the worst games we've seen in our lives. Am I right, lads? The emotion at the moment is nowhere near what we thought it would be. Um, I can't explain what's going on. Last game, I, I I explained exactly what went wrong, tactical analysis, who I thought needed to be changed, all the little details. But today, I am baffled. I don't know, Lou, your thoughts?
Well, I'm just going to say now, just a bit of a disclaimer for anybody watching. I'm sorry for if I offend you with any of the language I use, but
Yeah,
that's
this
how I
could be
feel about it.
explicit, just to let you guys know. It could be explicit. You can go for
Um,
it.
I, I'm fucking shocked. I am. I don't have any words. I don't have any words. It's our worst start since 1988 when we were in the second division.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
second fucking division. Okay, we come from being the champions of England, and like I said last time against Palace, champions of England, my arse. How is that champions of England's performance? That should not be happening.
That's not even mid-table.
No, it's not. It's bottom of the table. People like the people on my wall, like Lampard, like Zola, would be absolutely gutted and horrified. That's not a Chelsea team. Those two are. This is not what should be happening at this club. I can say that. We talk about tactical analysis. We can do that. Ivanovic was still playing, and
Yeah, baffling,
I
baffling.
was on the phone to you beforehand saying, you know what, they haven't got any width. We might be okay. They still managed to get out wide. You still had Barkley. Galloway was, I thought he played quite well for Everton. I quite like the guy. He's decent, but Ivanovic kept going forward. And my dad was saying, he's been instructed to bomb forward. He shouldn't be instructed to bomb forward. He can't do it. He only got one crossing. One. Out of the
Unbelievable.
100. It's, ugh.
I saw one comment during the game saying that Ivanovic couldn't even cross a border if he was a refugee. I mean, flipping. Um, I don't have the words. I just don't have the words. For one, when I saw the lineup, I saw Ivanovic. I thought, how? How? Fabregas, I can maybe come to terms with because he was given the number 10 role today. It's a new role for him, and he looked a bit comfortable there. I thought he was doing all right until the whole team just plummeted. But Ivanovic, I don't get it. People are right, I think, when they're saying Jose just loves him, and that needs to stop. It needs to stop. Then,
I do hope
yeah,
this game is a watershed. I hope it's a watershed moment, and the board go. I know it's Jose's running the team, but there's got to be some point where it go right. Enough is enough. This needs to be changed. What do you need? Which is I hope what the outlook's going to be. But I do worry. I was talking to my dad, and we were saying, what do you think is going to happen to Jose? And I am slightly worried about it.
I
I am
mean,
slightly worried.
you have to be. You have to be. And I just want to make one thing clear. Yes, Chelsea are playing absolutely disgraceful at the moment. Okay, but I'm not gonna come and I'm not gonna come on here and say, oh yeah, it's time for Mourinho to go.
No,
I,
no,
I, I don't need it to get to that stage, no, because we campaigned hard enough when he left. We campaigned way too much for him to come back to the club, and we know he loves Chelsea just as much as we love him, and that's the most important thing, I reckon. He's the best manager in the world, and he's proven that. Who's going to replace him? AVB? No. We're not going back to little mediocre managers. We got the best manager, but this team just is not working, and it needs to get sorted. What is the problem? No.
It's that defensive unit. I don't know. I think it's just the right hand side because I kept noticing it at the beginning of the game and when I was watching because I wasn't at the game today. I had the luxury in quotations of watching it on BT Sport.
Yeah.
I mean, I was watching it and you watch against the Palace game and stuff. Zuma kept having to come out because Ivanovic was too far forward and Ivanovic had to go into the centre back role saying, "Yeah, you guys do this. Yeah, you do that. Don't worry, I'll cover." He keeps getting passed out of the game. There was one or two passes. I think it was Barkley to I don't know who was it. I think it was Naismith when he first came on. He just passed it straight down that left wing where Ivanovic was supposed to be,
Yeah.
and he wasn't there. And he was all the way there, and he started running back. It looked more like a jog to me. He doesn't care. It seems like he doesn't care. And I know I might get slaughtered for saying that in the comments, but it looks like he could not care less. It's his
No, to be
age.
fair,
It's
you're
caught
right.
up with him. He's had it. I don't want him in that team anymore. It's fucking disgraceful.
I mean, even when they got the third goal, and by the way, Naismith scored a hat-trick, and it was a perfect hat-trick as well, left, right, and header. Towards the end, it looked like the whole team just, they're not bothered. Nothing. You know, and you'd think after Matic scored and he got us that goal back, you thought, yes, we've woken up. We started shooting from outside the box. Brilliant. You know, we might actually win. Again, nothing happens. Nothing changes. Mourinho brought on the subs. He brought on Kennedy. He brought on players. Nothing changes. Why? Dan, what's your perspective? What is going wrong?
Well, I'm going to say this for the third time today. I said it in the review I've just uploaded. I said it to you beforehand. But I think it's a point I want to make. To kind of express how I feel about this game. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can see, I've got a scar on my nose at the moment. If you can't see it, I'm not going to, because I can't be bothered to make too much of it because I want to get to my point. But my cat basically swiped at me and I had blood going down here. It was a painful experience. But watching Chelsea today was more painful than what happened to my nose last night. The one thing I ask of players more than anything else is heart, desire, commitment, and that may sound a little bit cheesy, but that's what I want from players. I don't care if we lose. All I want is to see players who because I don't expect to win every game, and anyone who does is stupid, because that's not how football works. But you want to see players that care and put 100%. You want to see players that were willing to down that pitch. We won there 6-3, and yes, we were in form. Yes, we were playing some beautiful football, but that 6-3 felt like a war. It felt like Diego was going in there, JT was going in there. Sure, yeah, the first, it's hard to kind of analyze that game. The first kind of, 9 or 10 minutes, I thought, yeah, we look a little bit better. There looks a little bit of pace in our play. You know, Fabregas looks to be better in that position because he's holding up the ball a little bit more. I think for the first 10 or 15 minutes, he had about 100% pass completion, you know. Didn't give the ball away, which is different to the other games. But then again, Naismith comes on, and it's just so easy to score against us. And if Matic hadn't scored that goal, hadn't taken a risk, we wouldn't have scored today.
Yeah,
we wouldn't. And it's because I don't care what way the goal goes in. I
just want it in the net.
It doesn't make any difference to me what way the ball goes in. I don't care if it takes flipping 50 deflections before it goes in and it just gets scrambled over the line and it's actually offside, but we get the goal anyway. I really do not give a crap. I want the ball in the net, and I don't care which way it gets in there. I don't care if the ball gets lumped up from Begovic and Costa nods it in. It doesn't matter to me at the moment. I just want the ball in the back of the net because that's what we're there to do. And you can show me possession stats all you want, but the fact is, if you cannot put the ball in the back of the net, it doesn't matter because that's the whole. Chelsea should know this more than anyone.
Exactly.
Against Manchester United last year, one of the most important games of the season, we decided, you know what, we're not going to have possession today. We're going to have about, 30, just about 30 possession, maybe a little bit under that, the lowest we had in stats at Stamford Bridge, and we won the game 1-0. Do you know why? Because we took the only chance we had in that game. And
very true.
It's just the way how easy it is to score against us. And the fact is...
Sorry to cut you off, Daniel, you're right. There's no heart in that team. No one cares. They're not going in for them. They're not going in for the balls. There was 50-50s there, and they're going, oh, sorry, that I don't want to do that. They're professional footballers. I get moaned at that about on a Friday. On a match day on a Sunday, I get moaned at for not going in 50-50s. And I'm 17 playing in a non-league team. In a non-league team. I'm playing local amateur football, and they're fucking getting paid X amount of thousands of pounds a week to play it. It's not on. There's players... I keep bringing back to him. Ivanovic was too slow. And there was the blue line essay just said, just read the comment, we had one shot on target. That was a 30-yarder. No one was going in for him. And you know what? I thought today we looked better than we did against Palace, okay? When we scored, it came at the right sort of time. And, you know, it's off you go. We're going to start going. And we started going in for the ball. We started doing stuff. Then then half-time came. Sort of died off a bit, but then we started going again. It started moving. It's like brilliant. Falcao came on. You know, we went back to 4-4-2. It worked okay. He got his head on it. It didn't go in. You know, it hit the ground. But you know, he had a go. His players, like we were saying, Falcao, based on merit, should have started instead of Costa, or you start both of them. I was also with the luxury of BT Sport. When they were together, Atletico, I think it was it 2012-13 season where they were together. They scored 54 goals between them.
True.
54 goals.
True. But this comes to the point as well. Should we change it all up? I mean, I would. You know, change. Even if we have to change the formation, change it all. Because
I think
you can't get worse than this.
Yeah, I think now there's no point in sticking with what's
No.
what is it? The definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over again,
Exactly,
expecting different results. And the fact is, if I was in Jose's spot, the thing is though is like I know it's kind of hard to think about a game like this, but it's so frustrating when you're sitting there and like Fabregas is playing a little bit better, and Matic is playing a little bit better. But there's just so many other elements of the team that just aren't working. I feel absolutely so. I know maybe the third goal you could blame Begovic for, but Begovic made that game not be 5. Just
honestly,
like he did.
if it wasn't for Begovic, we would have lost about 7.
He stopped us going 3-0 down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it's just absolutely a joke because you Begovic, no Chelsea keeper should have to make those kind of saves. They make like Courtois, should make. When you see Courtois like last year, he'd make the saves at crucial points, but we wouldn't ever have our goal bombarded. Like literally, It was like it was just like it's just unbelievable to think of, and it's just unbelievable to think how the lack of effort in that game. It was like the players walked down that pitch and thought, oh, this is just another game. Maybe the players forgot. Maybe it was a pre-season friendly. Maybe we're still in New York playing the Red Bulls. No, this is the Premier League. This is a massive game. And if City win today, I cannot see us getting back those 11 points. I just cannot. Even if we go on we could do an Arsenal, and like in January start playing well. But the fact is, you cannot play from January to May. You have to play from August to May, like we did last year.
Exactly. Which is exactly the point Mourinho made last year, wasn't it?
And it's just and the whole it goes back to the whole pre-season again, which is absolutely shambolic. The whole pre-season. It's just I don't know.
The preseason was one thing, all right. Now I don't know. We're 5 games into the season. Is preseason going to keep making?
No, that's what I'm about to say.
I think it's got to that point now where
we can't keep talking about preseason. We can't.
Yes, preseason had an effect, but it's been 5 games in the Premier League now, like with an international break. I think it's got to that moment now where our fitness should be there.
I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm saying,
of course.
It's the amount of things that have gone wrong this season. It's just piling up every game. Baba Rahman, the worst thing is, I may have said this because I'm going crazy at the moment, but basically, Baba Rahman apparently was fit.
Was he?
People were tweeting me at halftime. I put out a tweet at halftime saying, "Is Baba Rahman ever going to be fit?" And someone tweeted me going, "Oh no, he actually is fit. So why in God's name is he not in the squad? He's not even on the bench. I don't understand. We see pictures in training of him.
Fit.
No, apparently apparently he is fit. He's fit enough to play apparently, and he's not even in the squad. For me against Tel Aviv, I put Loftus-Cheek in the middle. Yesterday I said I've been saying Loftus-Cheek, and then people were like, "No, don't play Loftus-Cheek because we're risking too much." I'm sorry, but we were 2-0 down. What was it after 23 minutes? I'm sorry. So Loftus-Cheek and Kennedy couldn't have started that game. Loftus-Cheek and Kennedy couldn't have done a better job than
Kennedy played well. I honestly thought I would have started him. In fact, I would have started Oscar as well, and I would have dropped Fabregas. I would have dropped Ivanovic. Okay.
The only problem is
Oscar's
injured. That's the only
problem.
Blue Lioness has just put he played twice for Ghana in the international break. That could have been why. That's also why Cahill didn't play, because he played against Switzerland. So international break, I think, was the reason.
Yeah, but it's still. But
again, I'd rather play
Ivanovic. He played an international break, didn't he? Ivanovic. Zuma. Did Zuma play for France? I don't know.
Put Olaena in there. Put Olaena in for Ivanovic.
It's what I've been saying since fucking Fiorentina. I've said that.
I'm just saying.
Since Fiorentina, I've said that.
I think even if he is naive and doesn't have much Premier League experience, for me, he would have done a better job because at least he would have tried. He would have gone out there and busted a gut because he knows that this is probably a rare chance to get in the Chelsea team. That's what youth brings you. You put them on, you take a chance with them. Yeah, they may make a few mistakes, but that's just natural. They've got to learn from experience. And you look at Galloway. He is a young player. He's filling in for Leighton Baines at the moment, who's injured. And he just took his chances today. He just went, okay, fine. I don't care whether this is Ivanovic. I don't care the fact that I'm going up against Pedro. I'm just gonna go forward because this is my chance and I'm gonna take it. The fact is, we look so weak in attack. We get to the as I was saying about any goal, but we get to the point of like outside the box, and our players think, oh crap, we're here. What do we do now? Like, I'll just make sure. And everything was so tepid. Everything was they were so nervous. It's like trying to score the perfect goal. Oh, I don't want to put it there because maybe I might lose the ball. Like, so it's just unbelievable. And I think it summed it up when do you know the counter attack we had? And it was like three on two sign, and then Ivanovic kind of got there, and I thought, Ivanovic, just take a shot. Like, just take a shot. If you score, like, everyone will go crazy because you're the worst player on the pitch. But if you score the equaliser, you know, you may save your day, mate. And he just doesn't. And it gets to Costa. There was 2 chances today for Costa where last season
he would have slotted it in.
He would just not even just like slotted in. He would have just been like, screw this, I'm just going to take a shot.
Exactly.
And he's not Hazard's not doing anything.
In 17 games for us, apparently, since January, Costa has scored 4 goals.
I mean, again, even Costa, he has that problem of shifting over to the side. And there was one point of the game he crossed it to no one. And you're thinking, you're meant to be the guy in there waiting for that cross, not you crossing it.
I think personally, can I name my team for Wednesday now?
Go for it.
I'd start with Begovic. Surely I'm sorry, if Babarahman is not fit to play by Wednesday, then basically we should put him up for auction or something on FIFA Ultimate Team, because we're not gonna play him if he doesn't play on Wednesday. That's the fact. So he better start on Wednesday. Azpilicueta on the right back. I'd still keep Zuma in there, even though of course Jose said he's going to play Cahill, so he's going to play Cahill. JT in midfield, I play Loftus-Cheek and Matic. I thought Matic improved today. He looked a bit like the old Matic, which I guess was a positive. And of course, he done the Lampard-esque goal. I thought Lampard had been reborn for a minute from 2006 when he scored that goal at Everton. We only needed Drogba to be reborn to Costa to score the goal like he did in 2006, and it would have been good. But so Loftus-Cheek and Matic in midfield, and I'd go Kennedy, Oscar. Pedro and Falcao. That's what I'd go for.
I fully agree.
Because for me, I don't give a crap anymore about players and the name on the back of their shirt. No. If you ain't pulling your weight and you ain't dying out there for Chelsea, which is the Chelsea way, you go out there and you get into fights. You go out there and you put your heart out for Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't go out there and just lay down and because we would have never won the Champions League if
without spirit and heart, we would have no chance.
Do you know what I mean? The players like Jose Basingwa and Ryan Bertrand in the Champions League final, when we were down to 10 men against the world's best team at that point, if we would have just went, nah, there's no point, we're 2-0 down, we got John Terry sent off, there's no point, what's the point, we're going to lose about 5 here. Like, that's not how football works. And as we saw, because Matic was the only player on that pitch today who took a risk, he just about maybe got us back into that game, but we didn't take the chance. Tim Howard pretty much didn't have to do anything all game. The only thing he did was pick the ball out of his net once. Other than that, didn't have to do anything. I thought John Stones was absolutely exceptional. And, you know, the only thing...
John Stones was not exceptional. He was not exceptional. That, when he ran in between 3 players, okay, that's bread and water for him. He does that all the time. The fact is, he's doing that against Chelsea Football Club. Against Chelsea. That should not be happening. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to go full rant right now, okay? It's great naming the team for Wednesday, Daniel, but the fact of the matter is, today, less than 15, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour ago, we lost fucking 3-1 to Everton Football Club. We lost to Everton. It's great naming your team for Maccabi Tel Aviv, but I have a feeling we will not do well against Maccabi Tel Aviv. We're not even a fucking mid-table Premier League team. Mid-table. That is not on.
Blue Lioness made a good comment earlier on saying, I want my boring Chelsea back. And as far as I'm concerned, I fully agree. I don't care how. Now, see, it gets to the point where this was the point I was trying to make last season. When people were criticising us for not playing attacking football, for just sticking defensive, for grinding out 1-0 wins. I don't care how we win. All I care about is 3 points. And I don't care at any means necessary. If that means putting 11 men on the goal line and hitting a counter-attack to win 1-0, that is how we're going to do it. And I don't care what people say. As long as we're winning and we're getting trophies and we're winning games and it's all lovey-dovey because we're getting 3 points. That's great. I don't care if we're looking to go and win 5-0 or 6-0. All I want is 3 points. And it's just not there. Last season that was there. We were grinding out results. This season we're not. And defensively we're all over the place, which is meant to be our strong factor. It's not our strong factor. It's our weakest factor now, which is baffling because it's always been our strong factor. And again, I have no idea what's going on. I really have no idea. But I go by that comment. I want boring Chelsea back.
But that's the thing. I mean, when people, this is what I kind of had arguments with people at the second half of last season when people were saying, "Oh, we're so crap. Look, we're so out of form." And I was like, "Are you serious? We're like 7 points clear at the top of the league, and we're winning week in, week out." After the game against Tottenham on New Year's Day in the league, we didn't lose until West Brom. By the point we played West Brom, we'd already won the league. I'm sorry, if we play like that every week and we get wins, I'm sorry, that's what I want at the end of the day. And like this morning I woke up and I thought, yeah, I've got a feeling about today. I think this can be good because, you know, if we grind out a 1-0 win and everyone hates us and we ruin all of our rival fans' weekends, you know, and do what Chelsea do best, which is park the bus. I don't care if we park the bus. We should park flipping 8 buses against Arsenal.
That's the point. I can't see beating Arsenal. I can't see us doing it.
Arsenal are favourites at Stamford Bridge. Arsenal are favourites at Stamford Bridge. And it sounds ridiculous to say that.
It does. But put it this way. I didn't want to say it on 100% last week when we were last on, when we were talking about Everton. I wanted to be optimistic about it. But the truth is, right then, I was feeling, and I've been feeling it all week, I couldn't see us beating Everton. I couldn't see us doing it. Our next 4 games, so you've just had Everton. So I'm talking this about from yesterday. We just had Everton. I couldn't see us winning that. Maccabi Tel Aviv, I was thinking, maybe that's doable, maybe. But right now, I don't think it is. Arsenal, no. And who was the other one we had? Southampton. I can't see us beating Southampton.
Also got Warsaw in...
And Warsaw. I think Warsaw's the only winnable game.
Away. We got Warsaw and Porto. Like Tel Aviv, you bring up the Tel Aviv game. Tel Aviv, yeah, may not have any players that we've ever heard of before, but they'll all put in a shift and try and get a win because they'll all absolutely want to die on that pitch because it's a chance, because it's the Champions League. I'm not seeing that from our players, and the fact is, you see the quality of some of the players on our team. It's just unacceptable. It's what I say. I know it's kind of going off a bit. It's what I say about England a lot of the time. What I want to see from England at a tournament, I don't care if our team doesn't function. I want to see something where players are putting their bodies on the line, you know, and it's you know, and where the players look like they actually care and are actually willing to die on a pitch for England, you know. And it's the same with Chelsea right now. It just doesn't look like that. And what the players when they won the league in May think, oh, that's it. We don't need to win it again. We've done it for the first time in 5 years. You know, let's relax. That's not how it works, unfortunately. I have to admit, and I'll be completely honest. And this is not me being a high side. This was me in May. I think it was, or June. I was like, I really don't want next season to start because I'm happy right now because I thought it can't get better than this at this point, and I've been proven right.
I mean, sorry. One thing I want to bring up: the chat is exploding at the moment with well, I'm not going to say 50-50, but because it's not. But there's a lot of people saying bring Carlo Ancelotti, bring in Carlo. I want to make this point. No, you got to stick loyal to your manager. I can guarantee there isn't one person in this chat that was saying get Carlo when Jose Mourinho came back to Chelsea. So, you know, I'm not going to go by that. Yeah. I'm going to say stick by your manager.
That puts him in a worse position.
Exactly. Getting rid of Jose would mean that's it. There's chaos at Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah, and we don't need that. I was thinking, Jose can't force the players when he can put out the tactics. If the players aren't willing to shoot when they get into positions, what's Jose supposed to do? Run on the pitch and put the ball in the back of the net himself?
Exactly.
Like, that's literally like, there's like, and I know, there obviously is a problem, and I'll blame Jose. The one thing I blame him for is the fact that he didn't bring in Baba Rahman, but I'm getting different things now saying that Baba Rahman isn't fit, doesn't apparently have papers to play. I don't know. But once again, Ivanovic shouldn't have been on that team. You should have put Kennedy at right back. Kennedy would have done a better job because Kennedy's a right winger. And we put Kennedy at left back against Crystal Palace and he did an all right job. Why not put Kennedy at... Do you know, a number of players you could have put in that position that would have done a better job. Falcao would have done a better job at fullback than Ivanovic would have today. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's the way it is at the moment. Like, I could have done a better job.
To be fair, drastic change needs to come now. Drastic, and I mean drastic.
That's why the board need to step in. I'm sorry, the board needs to step in, and I know he doesn't like it. But you know, I was saying I was worried about Mourinho. I'm worried. This is Shevchenko all over again. Maybe on a smaller scale with Papadilla Bodji. He didn't want to sign him. He didn't even know who the guy was, and they go, "We'll just bring this guy in." Yeah, he seems all right.
Well, I mean,
I'm seeing it all over again. What
needs to be done? What needs to be done now? Okay, regardless of what name you've got on your shirt, and by that I mean the big players, Hazard and all them lot. Regardless of what name you have, if you're not playing well, you're dropped, and that needs to be made because again, we have nothing to lose. We have absolutely nothing to lose now. We're sitting 15th in the league. There's teams below us which have a game in hand, so we could end up relegation by 5 o'clock today. And I want to make this point. City are going to play, and I think they'll beat Palace. Hopefully not. But if they beat Palace, they go 11 points clear. I just want to make this point now, because a couple of games ago I was saying, no, it's early days and we're still in this. But I have never seen a team come and win the league from 11 points behind. Okay, it's been a very, very long time if it's ever happened.
I think Arsenal did it once, but that was way back. I mean, that was when the league was about 2 teams in it.
Exactly.
Some sort of quality. That was when, you know, it's just so different now. It's like
11 points.
I agree. Man City came back to us from 9 points down about like November. By Christmas, they were 11 points. But they weren't playing well, and eventually they got found out at the end last season, and a better team won the league. You know, and I think probably the same will happen here, because even if we do recover some form, and by some miracle we get close to them by about 5 or 3 points, maybe by some sort of, which I cannot see at the moment because I can't see where we're winning the game at the moment.
Yeah. We've won 1 game in 6.
I don't understand how Sunderland are 2 points behind us.
It's baffling. I mean, look,
How are Sunderland 2 points behind? They're the worst team in the country by a mile.
We've lost 3 games.
That's how bad we are.
It's baffling.
We've got Jose Mourinho, and now we've got bloody Napoleon in charge of bloody Southampton. Not Southampton. Jesus Christ, I'm that annoyed. I can't even say a team. Mate.
Look, obviously, we will get to this more. We will discuss all of this a lot more. Today is obviously just a matter of you and our reaction to the game itself. But there's clearly something massively wrong. And again, we all agree changes need to be made. Obviously, as I've said, the fallout will continue. We will be doing more videos, to discuss exactly what's wrong. I think we're going to have to dedicate one Daily Blues during the week just to try and sort out exactly what is going on at Chelsea right now. It's not like us. This is not Chelsea. We have Mourinho. We have some of the best players in the world. We're champions, and we're playing like flipping Accrington Stanley. I don't know what's the problem.
No, we're not playing like Accrington Stanley. We're not playing like Accrington Stanley are better than us.
But mate, any last thoughts you want to give?
Today was fucking shit. That's my last thought.
Dan?
I'd say, if you go to the, National Geographic channel, there's a good documentary on lions at the moment that I think you guys would know. I don't know what to say. That's the only.
There's a lot more lions there than on our pitch.
Sorry, I've got a house cat. We got 11 house cats on that pitch.
I got 2 cats in my house, and they've shown more than Chelsea did today.
I've got 3. They'll play a blinder if they were selected.
I've got 2 here as well. Why don't we just start making a team?
Yeah, might as well. Anyway, all I want to say before I go off air, just to calm the panic down a little bit, please, don't go all crazy on saying, God, bring back Ancelotti, get rid of Mourinho. As far as I'm concerned, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, okay? Because I know for a fact, if Mourinho was to step out the door and we're left without him, all right, and then we bring someone else in, there's going to be a lot of panic and a lot of people complaining, saying, what have you done, Roman? What have you done? It's 2007 all over again. We don't want that,
Which is
Okay?
what I'm worried
We have
about.
stability. We have stability. Let's keep it. Let's work on it. But things need to be addressed now, drastically. So yes, things need to change, but it's not Mourinho. It's definitely not Mourinho. So that's the point I want to make. Leave us your thoughts. Leave us your thoughts. And as I said, more videos will be done concerning this and the whole fallout. So I think one video we will do soon is obviously concerning all of this. Mention all the comments that people are saying, people's reaction to exactly what's going on. We will address all of that. So again, really quickly, I want to say, check out their Twitters, Son of Chelsea and Louis the Boogaloo. Daniel's channel as well, Son of Chelsea. Check it out. Review of the game from today is up there as well. And check out all the social media links of 100% Chelsea in the description below. Subscribe if you're new, and all of us will see you really soon. So again, check out the reaction over on Toffee TV. If you do want to have a little dig at someone, you can go and have a dig at them. But all of us will see you really, really soon. So take care, guys. New guys can leave your last comments.
Bye.